In the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful, peace and blessings be upon our Prophet Muhammad, his family, and his companions. Jazakumullah khair for coming back. Today we will be discussing the history of evangelism, part 2. In this lecture, I would be showing you a video talking about the progress of the spread of the Christianity over the history. Just to let you know that there is some music in this video, so please excuse me for that. The other thing is, this video is actually made by Christians. That means they explain the history of the Christianity from their own perspective. So sometimes the video will say things that favors the Christianity and may condemn Islam when Islam, of course, spreads. However, I will be stopping at some places where I will be talking about these things and I will be discussing about these things, so stay tuned.
Jabulani,
Though often viewed as a Western religion, Christianity did not begin in the West, nor is it now predominantly Western. In truth, its center of gravity has shifted several times in the past 2 millennia. While it is less prominent in lands where it once flourished, such as Europe, it has experienced explosive growth in other areas, especially the global South. If current trends continue, by the year 2050, there will be over 3 billion Christians. Today, the Holy Spirit is drawing people to faith in Jesus with unprecedented speed across South America, Asia, and especially Africa. At the dawn of the 21st century, Christianity is the fastest growing religion on the planet. How did a persecuted movement that began with a small group of Jews who believed that Jesus was the Messiah become the most widespread religious movement in the world today? The history of Christianity is uneven and filled with tragedy. Persecution, disease, and war threatened it from without. Heresy, corruption, and schism endangered it from within. Yet no matter how many setbacks and seeming defeats the church has suffered, Jesus has and continues to fulfill his promise that he will build his church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Before his ascension, Jesus left his disciples with a commission and a promise. A commission to spread the good news about him to every ethnic group, tribe, and language. And a promise that they would not be alone. He would send the Holy Spirit to help them, to be with them, and to be in them. The day of Pentecost is often considered the birthday of the Christian church. At the time, there were approximately 200 million people on earth, 60 million under Roman domination. Yet the faith of a small handful of Jewish believers would over the next 300 years grow to become the most popular and ultimately official state religion of the Roman Empire. One of the most important events after Pentecost was the conversion of a strident enemy of the faith, Saul of Tarsus, who became the Apostle Paul, the forerunner of all Christian missionaries, and the author of at least 1/3 of the New Testament. Paul was executed by Rome in 64 or 65 AD. His death coincided with the next major turning point in the life of the young church,